wanted to share with you what I do when I've been sitting at the computer too long, like today. It's about 1 o'clock. I haven't eaten lunch yet, and so I'm just going to do a simple 15-minute yoga practice that employs every muscle group in my body, lengthens all of the muscles, increases the joint mobility, gets my heart rate up, gets my blood flowing to all the different vessels, gets the lungs working to increase all of the oxygenation of my tissues. Blood needs to flow in the middle of the day, especially if you've been sedentary like I have today. It's raining and I didn't get out for my morning walk with the dogs. So before lunch, I'm going to take a short period of time here to get my muscles working. Standing with the arms by the sides, take a moment here for mindfulness, gratitude. Begin to inhale the arms all the way up, reaching the fingers to the sky, and then exhaling the palms together to return to heart center. Inhale up, take a little back bend, and then exhale, bringing the palms all the way to the floor or to your shins, or at least hanging with the spine long and the neck released. If your hands are on the floor, you can press them in and open the shoulders. Maybe bring the hands to the back of the skull. Step the left leg to a low lunge position. Get the stability of the hip. And then inhale the arms up into a back bend. Begin to bring the palms down and step back with the right foot into a downward facing dog. Really pressing through the arms here. Take a deep breath. Shift forward into a plank position, flexing those toes. Nice strong plank. Begin to exhale to bend the elbows, keeping them at the sides of the body. Upward facing dog here. And then exhaling into a downward facing dog. Pressing through those arms, releasing any neck tension. And then step forward with the left leg. Extend that leg long on the right. Deep lunge on the right side. And bring the arms up. Inhaling the chest open. And then exhaling to bring the palms to the floor and step forward into a fold. Allowing that spine to be long. Maybe you take opposite elbows and allow the shoulders to release. And inhale up. We're getting our energy up now. Exhale to heart center and begin to press the palms together. Shifting those shoulder blades into stability, and then inhale the arms up and exhale to a forward fold, stepping back with the left leg here. Here we will stabilize that left hip and then bring the arms into a elevated lunge position, crescent lunge. Shoulders are broad, chin is lifted, and then exhale the left hand down to the floor, reaching the right fingers high and safely twisting in the lower abdomen. Exhale, bring that right palm down and step back into your plank position. Nice, stable, strong plank. Core strength here is the key. Begin to exhale the elbows to come down to the floor into a low back bend. Upward facing dog here. And then exhale, bring the belly down, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Step forward so that the heels shift towards the floor. Spine is long, sacrum lifted, shoulders broad. Release that neck. Inhale to walk up to your hands and fold forward. Inhale the arms up. Heat is building. And exhale the palms to heart center. Now again, stabilize those shoulders by pressing the palms together. Inhale up and exhale the right foot back, preparing the crescent lunge position, stabilizing the hip, and then coming up with the arms. Shoulders are broad, nice back bend here. Maybe press the palms together. And then exhale, the right hand down, the left fingers reach to the sky, twisting safely in that lower abdomen. Draw the belly in, bring the left palm down, and exhale to a plank, strong, steady plank position. Maybe you come to a half plank just to test your biceps. Core strength is key. And then you can bring the torso down and inhale to an upward facing dog again. Exhale with the elbows tucked and shift back into a child's pose. You can open the knees or keep the spine long here and bring the palms together, the thumbs to the back of the neck. And then bring the palms down to slowly roll up. Roll the shoulders open. Reach the arms to the sky. Palms together and exhaling to heart center. Now we're going to inhale the arms up and bend the right elbow, drawing the fingers to the spine. And then bringing that left hand back down and around, back to the spine. Roll that left shoulder open, and maybe eventually your fingers will meet there between the shoulder blades. And then we can switch sides. Now we're going to release and open the arms, bring the palms together, intertwine the fingers and press the palms open to the sky. Rolling those shoulders open, lengthening through the spine, and then exhale those palms forward. Really pressing through the palms. And then we'll release and bring the palms to the floor with the fingers facing back towards the knees so we can lengthen the muscles and tendons on the front of the forearms all the way up to the shoulders. Press, and maybe you flex those wrists well, being careful, cautious as always to your own mobility level. If you do practices like this every day, your mobility will increase quickly in all the joints. And we can sit back on our heels, give a little shake of the fingers, flicking any excess energy out of the fingers. And take a moment here to bring the left palm to the outside of the right thigh so you can safely get a little twist here. Bring the right hand behind. And then switch sides. This is just a gentle warming twist to prepare us for a little bit deeper. And then we'll shift onto our bottoms, lengthen out, and prepare for Paschimottanasana, our deep forward fold. We want to focus on keeping the spine straight here. The back of the legs are long and the feet are flexed. And the ideal position here is as far as our hips are able to mobilize, we are still keeping the spine straight and in line with the cervical spine of the neck. We are not creating any arching in the back. Straight spine. Inhaling and exhaling as we go to facilitate the release of any muscle contraction. Now we can take a deep breath and come up into a seated position and bring the left knee into the chest. Bring the foot to the opposite side of the right thigh, the left hand behind, the right arm hooks across the left knee, and we can draw the belly into twist, taking shallow breaths here. Can release the twist, lengthen through the legs, and realign the spine by coming back into our forward fold. Deep stretching. And we'll inhale up. Bring the right knee into the chest, the right foot across the left leg. Inhale the left arm up, reaching it to the sky and then hooking it across that right knee. The right hand is planted behind the spine, and we can safely look over our right shoulder. Inhale forward, bring both knees into the chest to realign that spine. We're going to go for some mobilizing of the hips now. Opening the knees as we draw the heels towards us, lengthening the spine and coming into a seated forward fold, a deep hip opener here. Baddha Konasana. I really like to emphasize not overarching the spine here. We're trying to keep the spine straight as we move our chest towards our heels. Inhale up, bring the knees back together, and shift the hips forward if needed. The heels are tucked in, and we'll begin to engage our core, leaning back with the shoulders as we lift our toes. Navasana, our boat pose. We can always lengthen through the legs if you have the core strength, or keep the knees bent. Inhale the arms up, the palms open in a mudra of receiving. And then we can slowly bring the tippy toes down, bring the knees into the chest one more time, and open the legs. The left foot comes to the top of the right thigh. Again, we're deepening our hip opener here in half lotus. And taking a nice forward fold, reaching those fingers long on the floor. You may feel some tightness in the glutes here, especially on the left side. That is normal and welcome as we deeply mobilize the hips. You can do a little self-massage in the back of the neck, release that neck. And then inhale up, and we will switch the feet, bringing the left foot under the right leg and bringing the right foot up onto the left thigh for our half lotus position. Reaching the arms forward as we inhale to extend long through the spine, and exhaling into a deep forward fold here. Deep hip opener. You can bring the palms together. Can extend long through the arms, stretching sides of the body, releasing into this forward fold. And if you wish to do a little self-massage on this side, maybe release the shoulders, massage the skull, the temples, whatever feels good. Open the arms, lift to the sky, exhale to heart center. We're going to take this opportunity to do a little breath work. Practicing Kapalbhati, our breath of fire. Pranayama. I like to do a little bit of pranayama with every yoga asana practice, as it tones the lungs as well as the core muscles, the abdominal muscles of the core. Inhale to expand the lungs and hold the breath. And then exhale to release the breath, and at the very bottom of the breath, hold the release of the exhale and engage the pelvic floor. So drawing the energy up through the Mula Bandha, that band of energy we can cap off at the root. We hold that and then release and sit in blissful meditation. I'm going to take this moment to remind you to drink a 8-ounce glass of water after this practice. Subscribe to the channel if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and I wish you a beautiful day. Namaste.